Hi, Collective. I'm Ancient. And before I begin your messages, I just want to take this time to welcome you if you're new to my channel, and to also thank all my subscribers, my Patreons, for holding it down with me over the past, I would say, what is going to be a year in September. So, for those of you that's been listening to me for that long, I just want to say thank you so very much for all your support and love. All right. Let's go ahead and begin this message. I have the Ace of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the Four of Cups. So I feel like this is pertaining to you at this time. You're in a space where you're getting real with yourself, but I also feel like you might have a lot going on. You could be feeling a bit skittish in your decision making. I feel like you are going back and far forth as it relates to matters of the heart. You're unsure what it is that you want at this time, because I feel like you are in your logical mind, and the experiences that you have gone through in the past 6 months to a year, I feel like they've taught you a lot. And you're just in this space where you're there's some fear here, fear of commitment, fear of getting hurt again. So I feel like at this time, you are in your logical mind. You're looking at things from a complete different perspective, because the previous connection for some of you that you were in, it really did some damage on you. And so you're in this space of not wanting to repeat any cycles, not wanting to repeat any lessons, making sure that you understand and you know what that whole situation was about. And although you don't really have clarity about what perhaps they were experiencing or going through, what's clear in your mind is that you don't ever want to experience anything like that again. So, with the Ace of Swords and the Knight of Wands, I just feel that you are turning a bit inconsistent, but it's really because it's based off of fear. Some of you could be, if you're talking to someone on the level of a friendship, they could be feeling this energy of inconsistency as well. And it's just because of fear. I feel like with the Four of Cups here, there was a lot of unrequited energy that was around you. You could have been dealing with someone who I feel was treating you unrequited, although your intuition was telling you something different. So I feel like if your intuition is pulling on you to talk to anybody new at this time, you're ignoring yourself. You're ignoring your heart just because of, as I stated, fear. We have the Four of Wands here. Yeah, I'm just getting that you're beginning to reject or fear the idea of being in a relationship. The longer you're single, um, it feels like the more you've been healing and working on yourself, the more you are okay with not being in a relationship. I'm also getting, if there's people around you, friends, family, who are having some opportunities and challenges in their marriages or partnerships, I feel like you see yourself as someone that is lucky that you got out of a situation, you dodged a bullet, but also you're able to see things from different perspectives. I feel like you're able to offer advice to people and help them. You may come off a bit harsh and detached when you are giving advice, but you understand the importance of tough love and not sugarcoating things. And I feel that there may be people around you who are experiencing trauma in their relationships and connections. They could be romantic or non-romantic relationships that they're dealing with. And I feel like you're in a place where you're almost like a confidant. You're giving advice because you've been through it, you've gone through the ringer, you know what people are experiencing. And so you're lending an ear to those who, or you're lending advice to those who would listen. I want to see what this Ace of Swords is about. But I see it's like you're smartening up. Something about your intellect has grown, and you can spot inconsistency a mile away. So you're turning those people away, or that person away. And if someone's in your life and you know that they're inconsistent, you don't have any high expectations for them. Clarifying the Ace of Swords, I do have the King of Cups. So I feel like some of you are embodying the masculine energy of the King of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio does not have to be the signs, but you are embodying this energy. You're beginning to look at love, as I stated, from a totally different perspective, knowing when it's time to be emotionally vulnerable or when it's time to be vulnerable, and knowing when it's not, recognizing that you can't give your love to everybody. You can't be um open to everybody or vulnerable. And I feel that was something that you had a hard time learning because you just felt like, well, you know, I'm treating people how I want to be treated. But for some reason, although you were treating people the way you would like to be treated, people were exploiting it. They were taking advantage of you. And it didn't have to just be romantic. It could be also your family and friends, people that you trusted. It just felt like people were um taking your kindness for weakness. And so I feel that you've grown here with the Ace of Swords and the King of Cups, and you're beginning to learn and understand the importance of guarding your energy and also using emotional intelligence and knowing who deserves your love and who deserves to experience your vulnerability. And so at this time, I feel like you're a bit guarded when it comes to your heart, but it's not that you're guarded where you're non-committal or you're not able to open up. I feel like you're just getting a lot more smart when it comes to your emotions. Tell me about the Knight of Wands. Tell me about the Knight of Wands. We have the Six of Pentacles. So I feel like with the Nine of Wands and the Six of Pentacles, this is you keeping your options completely open. I feel like you're dating. You could be letting people know that you're dating multiple people at this time. You don't really want to be exclusive. As I stated before, you've gotten a lot more smart when it comes to matters of the heart. You are wielding yourself or wielding your heart in a way where there's emotional intelligence here, there's wisdom, there's a lot of growth. And so you're keeping your options open, you're dating, you're not being exclusive with anyone, and you're able to spot if people are trying to play you. That's the energy I'm getting because it's happened so many times. Now you get it. You're waking up to it. It's almost like some of you have reflected on past experiences and you're beginning to remember what people have said to you and how aloof you were and you didn't pay attention to what they said and the signs and the synchronicities that people were showing you, that a lot of the connections that you've been in, you're realizing that your intuition was spot on about these people and you ignored your intuition. They were showing you negative signs. People could have said rude things to you and you kind of brushed them off. And so you're holding yourself accountable. You're not really, although you at at some point you did blame these people for hurting you, but you're also holding yourself accountable because you know that you kept yourself in some unhealthy connections that ultimately got you nowhere except made you feel alone, breadcrumb, and devalued. And so you're not going down that road anymore. You're keeping your options open. You're talking to multiple people. You could be getting to know all these people. And it's not a secret. That doesn't mean you're sleeping with all these people, but it's just that you are keeping your options open and you're dating. Let's see, what is the ultimate outcome? The Eight of Cups. Just right now, you're not emotionally available. You're not open. And again, I feel like it has a lot to do with what you just experienced, and that's okay because you're continually you're focused on your healing. You're really focused on your money, and right now you're just not. Although you're dating, no one has really caught your eye at this time. You're not really interested in anybody at this time. Okay. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll talk to you soon.